Bro, listen, I know exactly what you're going through. You've pulled back, given her space, thinking that distance would make her miss you. You figured that by stepping away, she'd start to notice your absence, start reminiscing about the good times, and eventually reach out, realizing what she's lost. But instead, nothing. No text, no call, no reaction at all. She seems completely unfazed, like your presence, or lack of it, doesn't even register. And now, here you are, checking your phone every few hours, hoping for some kind of sign, some proof that she still cares. But it's just silence. I get it. It's frustrating as hell. You thought silence was the key to making her realize your value, to making her reflect on the moments you shared. You thought pulling away would trigger her emotions, make her miss you the way you miss her. So why isn't it working? Here's the raw truth, man. This isn't just about going silent. It's about how you do it, the energy you give off, and whether your absence actually creates a void in her life. Because here's the thing most guys get completely wrong. Silence alone doesn't make someone miss you. It's not about sitting back and waiting for her to realize your worth. It's about making sure that when you step away, she feels it. Right now, she doesn't. And that's because silence, on its own, isn't enough. If she's confident that you're still thinking about her, still waiting, still checking your phone, then your absence doesn't feel like a loss. It just feels like a waiting game she knows she's winning. But don't stress, I got you. Let's break this down, step by step. This isn't about playing games or trying to manipulate her. It's about understanding attraction and psychology so that you actually come out on top. It's about shifting your focus from getting her back to becoming someone she can't ignore. Because once you do that, she won't just notice your absence, she'll feel it. And that's when everything changes. Let's get into it. Point 1. Stop being predictable. Make her chase the unknown. Here's the hard truth. Silence alone won't make her miss you. It's not about just disappearing and waiting for her to realize your worth. It's about how you go silent, what energy you give off, and whether your absence leaves an actual void in her life. If she already knows your pattern, if she can predict exactly how you'll behave, then she won't feel your absence at all. She'll just assume that you're sitting around, waiting for her to notice you. And guess what? That kind of predictability is boring. It reassures her that she still has you whenever she wants, which means there's zero urgency for her to reach out. Now, think about what happens when you break that expectation. What happens when she realizes she can't fully figure you out anymore? When she notices you're not sitting by your phone, not reacting to her breadcrumbs, and actually living your life in ways she never expected. Suddenly, you become a puzzle she wants to solve. And that's when curiosity kicks in. Become unpredictable. Create an aura of mystery. Instead of just going silent and waiting for her to miss you, start making moves that throw her off completely. Change your habits. If she's used to you always being available, suddenly become hard to reach. If she expects you to post on social media every day, stop posting for a while. Then when you do post, share something intriguing, something that makes her wonder what's going on in your life. Instead of posting sad quotes or songs that hint at missing her, post a photo of you doing something exciting. If she's used to seeing you in the same routine, switch it up, start a new hobby, go on a spontaneous trip, or surround yourself with new people. If she hears about you through mutual friends, make sure they have something interesting to say about you. When she realizes she has no idea what you're up to, she'll start thinking about you again. And once you're in her head, that's when she starts to miss you. Attraction thrives on uncertainty and intrigue. When a woman knows she has you, she doesn't feel urgency. But when she thinks she might be losing you, when she realizes she miscalculated your level of interest, her mind starts running wild. And that's exactly what you want. Quick break. The course shuts down soon, only a few spots left. You think you have time? You don't. Every second you hesitate, someone else is with your dream girl while you sit there doing nothing. If you want to get the girl you've always wanted, there are secrets you should know. And that's exactly what we provide. The truth they never taught you. The game they don't want you to play. You have two choices. Stay average and watch her over Instagram without her noticing your existence, or take action and learn the secrets that will change everything. This is your final shot to get in at this price. Next time, it'll cost you more, if there's even a next time. Winners move, losers lose. Click the link in the description if you truly want to change. Let's continue. Point 2. Level up while she's gone. Women don't just miss a person, they miss the emotions that person made them feel. If your absence doesn't create an emotional void, she won't feel the need to reconnect. This is where most guys mess up. They go silent, thinking that alone will do the trick, but nothing about them actually changes. They're still the same guy, sitting around, waiting, scrolling through old pictures, hoping she'll suddenly realize what she lost. But here's the truth. Why would she miss something that hasn't evolved? If you disappear but remain the same, she won't feel like she's lost anything valuable. But if you truly shift your energy, if you become someone so focused, so magnetic, so purpose-driven, she will feel that change. And the best part? You don't even have to say a word. The transformation speaks for itself. Take a hard look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Were you exciting? Were you challenging? Were you a man she admired, someone she looked up to, respected, and felt drawn to? If the answer is no, then that's your problem. She's not missing you because your presence wasn't something she associated with growth, excitement, or deep emotions. And that's what needs to change. The key isn't self-improvement just for the sake of winning her back. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally draws people in. The kind of guy who doesn't have to convince a woman to want him because his energy alone does the work. So how do you do that? Pick up a skill that excites you, something that fuels your passion, whether it's learning an instrument, mastering a sport, or even diving into a new business venture. Hit the gym, but don't just work out, transform. Build strength, confidence, and discipline. Nothing is more attractive than a man who radiates power and control over his own life. Expand your world, travel, even if it's just to a new part of town. Start networking, meeting new people, putting yourself in unfamiliar situations that force you to grow. Develop a mindset of abundance. Stop acting like she's the only woman in the world. Start living like you're the prize, because the moment you truly believe that, she'll feel it. At some point, she'll catch wind of what you've been up to. Maybe she stumbles across a picture of you looking different, happier, stronger, more confident. Maybe she hears from mutual friends that you've been thriving without her, and when that happens, that's when doubt creeps in. She starts thinking, wait, did I misjudge him? Did I make a mistake? How is he doing so well without me? And that's when she starts missing you. Not because you begged, not because you went silent and hoped for the best, but because you became a man she can't ignore. Point 3. How to make her feel your absence. Silence shouldn't just be the absence of words, it should be the presence of transformation. A lot of guys think that just going quiet will immediately make her realize what she's lost, but that's not how it works. When someone is used to a certain level of attention, they subconsciously expect it to continue. It's human nature. She won't instantly panic when you go silent. Instead, she'll assume it's temporary, that you'll eventually reach out, that you're still in the same emotional space waiting for her. But the moment that rhythm is broken, when she realizes your absence isn't just a tactic, but a shift in your actual energy, her mind starts filling in the blanks, and that's when the real game begins. Most people assume she'll immediately notice your absence and feel a wave of regret, but in reality, it takes time. At first, she might not care. She might even feel relieved, thinking she has all the space she wanted. She'll go about her days feeling free, thinking nothing has changed. But then, something happens. As time passes, an emotional echo starts to form. She might hear a song that reminds her of you, pass by a place you two used to go together, or randomly come across an old picture. And in that moment, a thought creeps in. I wonder what he's doing. Then, maybe she checks your social media, expecting to see the same old you. But instead of finding a guy who's waiting around, lost and miserable, she sees something different. You look happy, confident, alive. You're out doing things, experiencing life in a way she didn't expect. And that's when the emotional void truly starts to hit. This is why patience is key. You're not lighting a firework, trying to get an instant reaction. You're planting a seed, one that slowly grows over time. The more you focus on yourself, the more that echo of your presence lingers in her mind. At first it's subtle, a passing thought, a flicker of curiosity, but the longer she goes without knowing what's going on in your world, the stronger that feeling becomes. Then, one day, it hits her differently. She starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing me? Why does he seem better without me? And that's when she truly starts to miss you, not just as a habit, but because she feels your absence in a way she never expected. But by that point, you're not just the guy she used to know, you've leveled up, and now she's the one questioning whether she made the right choice. Point 4. Let go and watch what happens. There's a massive difference between wanting someone and needing them. When you need her validation, she can feel it, even in your silence. But when you cultivate true emotional detachment, she starts to feel your absence in a way she never expected. Detachment isn't about pretending not to care. It's about actually being in a place where you're genuinely happy with or without her. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, you're good. Most guys make the mistake of using silence as a strategy to win her back. But if you're still obsessing over whether she notices, she can sense that energy, and that completely kills the effect. So how do you truly detach? You shift your focus completely off her and onto you. You start living a life that's so fulfilling, so engaging, that she stops being the center of your world. And when that happens, she feels it. She starts wondering, did I make a mistake? Did I underestimate him? And that's when attraction flips in your favor. Point 5. When she texts, don't mess it up. At some point, curiosity will get the best of her. She'll check your social media, ask mutual friends about you, or maybe even send you a message. It might start subtly. She likes an old post, watches your stories more often, or randomly texts, "Hey, how have you been?" And this is where most guys completely blow it. The biggest mistake? Responding too eagerly. See, when she reaches out, she's testing the waters. She's trying to gauge if you're still waiting for her, if you've truly moved on, or if she still has a hold over you. If you immediately jump at the opportunity, acting overly excited, or worse, pouring out all your feelings, you instantly kill the attraction and undo all the progress you've made. She'll think, yep, he's still there. And just like that, you've lost all mystery, all intrigue. Instead, you need to stay composed. Keep your response short, positive, and intriguing. If she asks, "What have you been up to?" don't give her a full update. No paragraphs, no unnecessary details, just something simple but powerful, like, "Just focusing on some exciting things right now." That's it. No explanation, no follow-up. Just enough to make her wonder, what things? What's he doing? Why isn't he telling me? This is how you flip the dynamic. The less information you give, the more she wants to know. She'll start reading into everything, your energy, your responses, your life outside of her, and suddenly she's the one feeling the uncertainty. Now let's be clear. This isn't about playing games or manipulating emotions. It's about shifting the energy so that she sees you as a man who is moving forward with or without her. A man who isn't sitting around, waiting, hoping she'll come back. And that's when something powerful happens. She starts questioning her decision. She starts wondering, did I make a mistake? Why isn't he chasing me? Who is he becoming without me? That's where the real power lies. Not in what you say, but in what you don't say. Not in trying to convince her, but in becoming someone she can't ignore. Point 6. The right way to reconnect. Alright, so let's say she starts reaching out, or you find yourself in a situation where you could reconnect. This is a critical moment, and most guys completely mess it up. Why? Because they either rush in too fast, eagerly trying to win her back, or they act too distant, pretending not to care at all. Both approaches kill attraction. The key? Casual confidence. You need to approach her like you're catching up with an old friend, not like a guy who's been waiting around for this moment. If she texts you, don't overthink it. Respond calmly and casually. Keep the conversation light, fun, and natural. No desperate energy, no passive-aggressive comments, no pressure. If you run into her in person, don't make it a big deal. Smile, be relaxed, show up as the best version of yourself, and let her feel the shift in your energy. Let her see, without you having to say a word, that you've changed, that you're not the same guy she walked away from. And here's a rule you need to live by. Don't bring up the past unless she does. A lot of guys make the mistake of diving into emotions too soon, either apologizing, rehashing old problems, or trying to force a deep heart-to-heart. bad move. The past doesn't need to be relived, especially not right away. If she asks how you've been, don't dump a long explanation on her. Just hit her with something short and intriguing. Life's been good. Been working on some exciting things. That's it. No over-explaining, no pouring your heart out. Let her curiosity do the work. When she sees that you're still the same guy at your core, but now leveled up in confidence, purpose, and energy, that's when she starts feeling drawn back in. Not because you're chasing her, but because she feels the difference in you. And by then, you might not even want her back anymore. At the end of the day, this was never about trying to make her miss you. It was never about playing games, acting cold, or pretending to be someone you're not. This is about becoming someone she can't ignore. Because the moment you stop chasing, stop waiting, and start focusing on your own life, everything shifts. You stop wondering what she's thinking, and suddenly, she's the one thinking about you. The second you redirect your energy from needing her validation to bettering yourself, she will feel that change. She'll wonder what's different about you. She'll start questioning her decisions. And by the time she does, you'll be too busy leveling up to even care. So don't waste your time overanalyzing her next move. Focus on yours. Keep growing, stay locked in, and let everything else fall into place. If you found this insight valuable, make sure to subscribe to The Girl's Mind for more wisdom on mastering your life and attraction. Until next time, stay strong, stay centered, and always remember, the key to attraction isn't in chasing, it's in being. But for those of you who are serious about stepping up and taking control, I've created a one-on-one chat with me. Choose your package and let's solve any problem you're facing, whether it's crushing your goals or handling that conversation with a girl.